Hi everybody! I know it's been a really long time since I made a video. I'm really sorry about that. There's just been fucking hell lately. I have been trying to get caught up on orders like a crazy person, and along with holidays and just general trying to spend more time with the people that are important in my life, it's just been time-wise. So, I thought I would come back to you guys with a cute little tag video. There's the, my first time tag, which I will be doing right now, and I just grabbed one off the internet. I looked at a few before I grabbed this one. I wanted to make sure that they were questions I could actually answer. A couple of them were like my first car, my first stitches, first broken bone, and I'm like, I don't have that experience. So, I'm not gonna pretend like I do. There was also one that was like 50 questions, and I'm like, holy shit, that's a long ass video. But, here we go. The first question is, first YouTube video you ever watched. Now, I've been on the internet for a very, 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 very long time, and I think, I feel like the first video I ever watched was probably like some music video for like Soulja Boy when I was in like 6th grade. I don't know though, like I couldn't tell you from memory because I've watched so many YouTube videos over the years. So I'm just gonna say it was the Soulja Boy music video. Yeah. First person you've subscribed to on YouTube. Now, I don't know the answer to that one either just because it was so long ago and you can't really check who you fucking subscribed to first on YouTube. I have had the same YouTube account since I was 12. So, I mean, I guess I could, but it would take hours, and I'm not doing that. Sorry, guys. But it is probably either Decimate or Lita Monster Buddy back when she had her account and, like, she first started doing videos and started getting huge. The third question is, do you still talk to your first love? Now, I have two answers for this because I have, like, this whole theory about, like, your first love as a child, you don't actually love them, and your first adult love. My first child love, I don't really talk to him anymore. He went off and, like, acts like a hood nigga and gets all, like, super ghetto fabulous. He's not fabulous. He, like, has a kid now and is super racist, and it's just very strange. I don't talk to him anymore. But my first actual, like, adult love, I don't talk to either. It's not that we had, like, a falling out or anything, just, it's better off that I'm not in his life. Anyway, moving on. First kiss was, this kid Daniel in my, neighborhood. I think I was, like, 13. I don't know. I don't count, like, just kiss on the lips. Like, I'm counting, like, full French tongue making out kisses. 'Cause, like, first kiss is in, like, 5th grade, kindergarten. I was thinking when you were 5. That one. First alcoholic drink. Now, I think it was port. My mom was really big on drinking wine with dinner when I was growing up, and then my stepdad was like super huge into craft beers. So alcohol has been a part of my life. It's just not to the point where I've been shit-faced my entire life. So I'm gonna go with port. And it was fucking disgusting, is what it was. I don't like any beers. I'm a big fan of like Wicked cider or Wicked apple. I don't like regular reds. It tastes too much like beer. And then I only like sweet wines. I am a fruity bitch, and I like bitch drinks. Yeah, like my signature drink right now. Signature, ha, ha, ha. No, like the drink that I usually drink when we're drinking is 7-Up or Sprite mixed with green apple pucker and Hypnotic. Oh my god, it's so damn good. I get so shit-faced. It's so good. Anyway, Shit's dangerous. Oh, and screwdrivers. Oh, they're so good. This says first car. Motherfuck. I have never had a car. Technically, when my mom and her second husband split up, his Camaro was supposed to be mine. And then when I was 13, my parents told me that my mom's truck was going to be mine, and it's not. Neither of those cars are mine, because my mom either sold them or traded them in. First pet. When I was really fucking little, we had this dog, and his name was Congo, and he was a rescue, and he was this little dachshund, and I remember he bit me one time. I have the weirdest memories. He would like cuddle with me and stuff, but the one day he was laying on, I had this Barbie pillow that like opened up and you could put stuff in it, and he was laying on it, and I was trying to get something out of my pillow, and he bit me, and I freaked out. Because he was a rescue, and he was an asshole, and he was abused because he was an asshole because he was abused. But that was that. First celebrity crush. I don't think this counts as a celebrity, but like my first movie crush ever was, I'm gonna do two because I have a boy and a girl. Anyway, my first male crush ever was Liam Neeson in Star Wars. I wanted to jump Qui-Gon Jinn's bones. He was a sexy, sexy man. Plus, it's Liam Neeson. Like, I could just listen to him talk for hours. And then the second one, I can't remember her, like, actual name offhand. Willow from Buffy. And I say that specifically because, like, everything else she's in, she's not as hot to me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's a friggin' crazy awesome witch, lesbian. I don't know. I love that actress. She's gorgeous. She's still gorgeous to this day. I would still fuck the living shit out of her. And she's one of the very few redheads that I have ever found attractive. As for those of you who know what my mother looks like, she's a ginger, and then my sister's a ginger, so, like, I lived with them for a while, so gingers very much do not turn me on. But Willow, though, like, yeah, her and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, just, that booty. Anyway, first real boyfriend. I was in a relationship, well, I had a boyfriend for, I think about 6-7 months when I was in 5th grade. I don't count that, but it was still a really long relationship. It's weird, because, like, we didn't kiss or anything, like, we just hung out a lot and really liked each other, but it was 5th fucking grade, you know? So it's like, okay, do you count that, or do you count, like, high school relationships? Because even those, I mean, I had an on and off relationship with that kid Daniel that it was my first kiss. I had my first girlfriend in middle school. But, like, the first person I got really intimate with wasn't until high school. So that's a weird question for me. I don't know. Oh, first real boyfriend. Okay, so the girlfriend thing comes just out the window. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with my freshman year. I dated this kid, John, for, like, ever. He's a dick. Anyway, who was the first person you texted today? Oh, that's a good question. It's one of 3 people. I feel like it was my girlfriend. Let's check. I'm checking right now. It may have been my mother. I hate that on iPhones you can't just, like, check what time. It was my mom. Yeah, my mom was the first person I texted this morning. But there's a good reason for that. Her cat had surgery yesterday, and I had to watch the cat all day today, which we just found out is a boy, and we're still calling it a girl, so I have a transgender cat now. But her cat wasn't eating and stuff, and she was just being really mopey and sad, and I'm convinced she's my cat because she will not cuddle my mother, but she'll cuddle the fuck out of me. But yeah, I had to text her and be like, yo, what's going on with this cat? Anyway, who was your first grade teacher? That is a trick fucking question. One, I don't remember because I had 3. We moved around a lot when I was little. I think I was switching schools halfway through the year for like 3 years. Yeah. I didn't start going to like a steady school until we moved to Ohio, and that wasn't until I was 8. So, yeah. Yeah, I was like 3rd or 4th grade. I started having steady schools. It's cute. Okay. Where was your first sleepover? So, I hate these vague ass questions. My first sleepover where it was just like me and one of my friends was at this girl's house in Georgia that I was friends with. I have like pictures of what all these girls look like in my head, but I don't know their names. She was like blonde. She was really freaking pretty. I think that's why we were friends. But she was shorter than me and she had blue eyes. That's all I remember. And I stayed at her place. And then like first sleepover with more than one girl, with like a bunch of girls, was when I moved to Ohio. I went to my former friend Januelle's house for her birthday party when I moved, like a couple months after I moved, and that was my first like legitimate all girls sleepover party thing. And yeah, we had been friends ever since then until we had like a falling out in high school. Sad face. What was the first thing you did this morning? Probably rolled over or said okay to my mom because she was asking me to take care of the cat this morning. First concert you ever went to? This is another one of those questions where I have more than one answer. The first like gig I went to, because there's a difference between gig and concert, but they're like so similar. Anyway, the first gig that I went to was my dad's gig. I think it was at the Cellar, which I don't think exists anymore. It was this bar over in, I think, Akron or some shit like that. I don't remember all the details. I was really young. But I remember I think he played with Six Shots Left, or maybe I'm getting like different shows mixed together. There were a lot of shows I went to when I was little, like gigs. But the first concert I went to was Mudvayne. I can't remember who all was with them. Oh no, I've only ever been to like 3 real concerts, I'm sorry. There's like 2 that I went to while I was in high school, and then I went to see New Kids on the Block with my mom. But there was Mudvayne, and then there was Static X. And Static X played with, did they play with Skillet? I think they played with Skillet. I think so. And then they had this band called like, fuck, I don't remember what that band was. I remember it was a bitchin' show, and that's about it. And I saw Shinedown. Was Shinedown with Mudvayne? I don't know. I went to 2 shows very close together, and I don't know which one was which. But they were both at the Chevy Center back when it was the Chevy Center. It is now the Cavelli Center. So that's that. First bone broken. Motherfucker! I have never broken a bone. I've never fractured a bone. I did tear the cartilage, the meniscus, in both my knees. I don't know if that counts. There's something in my body that was broken. First movie that you remember seeing? Jurassic Park 2. Best shit ever. Movie was awesome. And then we went to the movies and saw it. And unfortunately, I was not born in time to go and see Jurassic Park 1 when it was originally in theaters. But when it was out last summer in 3D, we totally went and saw it. and now I can say that I have seen every Jurassic Park in the theaters, and when Jurassic World comes out, I'm gonna go see that, and it's gonna be amazing. Oh god, I love Jurassic Park. First sport you were involved in? I was a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader in 2nd grade, and I cheered for a basketball team for this school in Georgia that I went to, and I remember mostly because I remember cheering because it was cheering, it was awesome. But I had 2 best friends, and one was like the artsy fartsy kid, and then the other friend, like, there was this like trio of girls that I hung out with, and I was part of the trio. Does that make sense? Anyway, the one girl, her name started with a T. I think it was like Tara or some shit like that. She played basketball, and then Abby was the other girl that I hung out with, and she was like the artsy fartsy weirdo. Which is not a bad thing. It's just that was what she was, and then I was a cheerleader that was like loud and obnoxious, and yeah. Like, we were the stereotypical, like, trio. Like, I was Regina George. This is not me being, like, super conceited or anything, but, like, this is how it was. I was Regina George, and then, like, Abby was Karen, and then, the girl who was on the basketball team, she was, Gretchen Wieners. That's just how it was. First tweet. Fuck if I know. I am never on Twitter, okay? And when I am on Twitter, it's because my Facebook got, like, told that I can't fucking post shit. Which I've gotten locked out of Facebook a few times now, and that's the only time I ever used Twitter. So I can't tell you. First Facebook profile pic. It was this picture from from my sophomore year of high school. I think it was either from sophomore year or like just before freshman year. And there's only literally 2 pictures it could be. It's either this picture in my old basement of me making crazy fucking eyes with like super seamy hair and like pink and purple bangs, or it's this really cracked out photo of me with like an emo girl haircut, which was bleached blonde and like gross, brassy grossness with like purple and pink coontails in the front of it, and I look cracked out as fuck with my bright red plastic glasses. Just not cute. It's not fucking cute. And first piercing. Obviously I got my ears pierced first. I got them pierced 3 times. I got them pierced when I was little, and then they closed up. And then I got them pierced later on, and then they closed up again. And then I finally got them pierced again when I was like 12, and they finally like took. So that was awesome. But my first actual like not normal piercing was my right nostril. I got it done for my 13th birthday, because my mom wouldn't let me get my lip done. She was like, no, if you're getting a piercing, you're gonna get your nose done. You're gonna be just like me. I'm gonna live right through you. She didn't actually say that, but she may as well have. But I had it done for like 4 or 5 months. It kept getting infected. The school board kept giving us shit about it. So, like, I had to take it out all the time for school, and it just kept getting nasty because I had to keep taking it out for school. And the one time I blew it out because my mom and I bought these plastic, like, retainers for it, and we bought them in, like, a 14. And nostril piercings are usually, like, an 18 or a 20, so I just shoved it in, and it blew out my nose. Lucky I don't have that problem anymore. But, yeah, I had my nostril done before I had anything done. I wore this little tiny stud, and I thought it was so hardcore with my little tiny nose stud. Yeah. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this my first times video. Sorry I couldn't really give you straight answers on many of those. If you guys are wanting to catch up on my dread stuff or anything else that I've got in the pipeline, I will post a link to my Facebook fan page below. Yeah, that's really it. I love you guys. I will be making more videos here shortly. And have a bitchin' day.